Hi guys, I'm going to start reading a chapter book this week. This is called Jansen and the Mystery of the Stolen Diamonds. So here we go. I'm going to read just the first two chapters today. Chapter 1. It was the first morning of spring vacation. Jansen and her friend Eric Shelton were sitting on a bench in the middle of the busy shopping mall. While Eric's mother was shopping, they were watching Eric's baby brother Howie. And they were playing a memory game. Eric's eyes were closed. "What color jacket am I wearing?" Cam asked. "Blue." "Wrong. I'm not wearing a jacket." Eric opened his eyes. "It's no use," he said. "I'll never have a memory like yours." "You have to keep practicing," Cam told him. "Now try me." Cam looked straight ahead. She said, "Click," and then closed her eyes. Cam always said click when she wanted to remember something. She said it was the sound her mental camera made when it took a picture. Eric looked for something he could be sure Cam hadn't noticed. Then he asked, "What does the sign in the card store window say?" "That's easy. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 11th. Remember your mother, and she'll remember you." "You win," Eric said. Cam still had her eyes closed. "Come on, ask me something else." Cam had what people called a photographic memory. Her mind took a picture of whatever she saw. Once, she forgot her notebook in school. She did her homework, 10 math problems, all from the picture of the assignment she had stored in her brain. When Cam was younger, people called her Jennifer. That's her real name. And here's a picture of Cam and Eric at the shopping mall. But when they found out about her amazing memory, they started calling her the camera. Soon, the camera was shortened to Cam. "All right," Eric said. "What color socks am I wearing?" Cam thought for a moment. "That's not really fair," she said. "I never saw your socks." But Cam didn't open her eyes. "You're wearing green pants, a green belt, and green sneakers," she said. "I'll bet your socks are green too." "You're too much, Cam." "No, you're too neat." "It's my turn now," Eric said. Eric looked carefully at all the stores and people in the shopping mall. He closed his eyes, but he quickly opened them again. Howie was crying. "What do we do now?" Cam asked. "Should I look for your mother?" Eric shook his head. "Let's wait. Maybe Howie will go back to sleep." "But what if he doesn't?" Cam asked. "Then I have to find out whether he wants to be held, fed, or changed. I have everything I need right here." Eric patted the insulated bag strapped to the front of the carriage. Eric and Cam watched to see what Howie would do. He squirmed, turned his head from side to side, and then went back to sleep. "Let's play another memory game," Cam said. "Let's not. I'm tired of losing." Eric rocked the carriage. "Rocking relaxes a baby," he told Cam. Cam was an only child, so she didn't know much about babies. Eric was the oldest of 4 children. Besides Howie, who wasn't even a year old, Eric had twin sisters who were 7. Eric rocked the carriage gently while he and Cam talked about the 5th grade science fair. It was being held right after spring vacation. Eric was making a sundial and Cam was making a box camera. Suddenly, a loud bell rang. It woke Howie and he started to cry. Cam jumped up on the bench. "It's Parker's jewelry store," she yelled. "Their alarm just went off." Eric pulled at Cam's sneakers. "Get down from there." "No, wait. Maybe something is happening." Something was happening. A tall, heavy man with a mustache was wearing a dark suit, and he ran out of the jewelry store toward the center of the mall. He was in a real hurry. He pushed people aside, including Eric. Cam looked straight at the man and said, "Click." I wonder what's happening with that man. Here's a picture. What do you think might be happening? Chapter 2. The man kept running and caused a great commotion. He was bumping into dozens of people. He left a path of angry shoppers from Parker's jewelry store halfway through the shopping mall. "Come back here, young man," one woman shouted, "and pick up all my packages." Another woman dropped a bag filled with groceries. Eric's eggs broke. Tomatoes and cucumbers were rolling in all directions. "If he's trying to get away," Cam asked, "why didn't he run out of one of the exits?" "What?" Eric wasn't really listening. Howie was still crying, and Eric was trying to calm him. Just then, a young couple came out of the jewelry store. "Look," Cam said, "they were inside when the alarm went off." A small crowd had gathered. Cam was still standing on the bench. From there, she had a good view of the entrance to Parker's. The couple walked toward the nearest exit. The man was wearing a dark suit. He was tall, and so was the woman with him. She was holding what looked like a baby wrapped in a pink blanket. There, there, baby, the woman was saying. Don't cry, it's all over now, don't cry. The man was holding a very large pink and blue baby rattle. He was urging the woman to walk faster. Cam looked straight at them and as they walked past and said, click. Then Eric saw two old women coming out of the store. Look, he said, pointing. They were in there too, when the alarm went off. The women were both upset. One was clutching her heart. The other was leaning forward and holding a cane with both hands. She walked as if the cane were the only thing keeping her up. The women sat down on the bench nearest Cam and Eric. Oh my, the woman holding her heart said, I've never thought I'd live through that. The other woman just sighed. And here's a picture of all the people that were in the jewelry store when the alarm went off. Cam watched the entrance to Parker's a while longer. No one else left the store. Then she saw someone inside shut the door and hang a sign in the window. The sign said, sorry, we're closed. I wonder what happened, Cam said as she got down from the bench. Eric rocked Howie in his arms. I don't know, but I wish they'd shut off that alarm. It's scaring Howie. I'll have to feed him if he doesn't stop crying. Eric held Howie against his shoulder. Howie stopped crying, but just for a minute. A loud police car siren sounded. It startled Howie, and he began to cry again. Quick, Cam, get me his bottle. It's in the insulated bag. Cam opened the bag and looked inside. Boy, he sure needs a lot of stuff. She gave the bottle to Eric. Are you sure you know how to feed him? It's easy, watch. Eric cradled Howie in one arm, and with his free hand he fed him the bottle. Howie was quiet. It works, Cam said. I guess he can't cry and drink at the same time. The siren got louder and louder. They must have called the police, Cam said. She watched as the police car turned into the mall parking lot and slowed down. It stopped right in front of Parker's jewelry store. Both front doors of the car opened. Two policemen got out and went inside Parker's. A moment later, the alarm over the store stopped ringing. They better hurry, Cam said, or they won't catch the man who ran out. The police did hurry, and in a very short time they came out of Parker's. They went over to the people standing just outside the store. Please, we need your cooperation, one of the policemen said. Did any of you see a man run from here? Everyone started yelling at once. Yes, we saw him. He was tall, heavy. No, he was short and thin. He had a mustache. He was wearing an ugly green tie. Ugly? I like that tie. I have the same one at home. The policeman held up his hands for quiet. Did any of you see which way he went? I did, one woman called out. He almost knocked me down. She put her hands on her hips and waited to make sure everyone was listening. He went that way. She pointed toward the center of the mall. One policeman ran to the center of the mall. The other reached into the car. And here's a picture of all the people kind of having a little bit of a commotion around the police officer. He pulled out a police phone and spoke into it. Robbery reported at Parker's jewelry store, Hamilton Shopping Mall. Suspect, wearing dark suit, green tie, was last seen running toward Stage Street exit. Please send car to Stage and Fulton to help apprehend. 10-4 Central. He reached into the car and replaced the phone. Then he ran toward the center of the mall. And we're going to stop right there. That is the end of Chapter 2. We will read Chapter 3, 4, and 5 on Wednesday. So thanks for listening, and I'll read a little bit more on Wednesday. Take care, guys.